Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the last problem of Leetcode Weekly Contest 418, which is sorted GCB pair queries. So what is the problem? We are given an array nums of length n and an integer array queries. So let GCD pairs denotes an array obtained by calculating GCD of all possible pairs. So we are given an array from, let's say, a1 to an. Now what will we do? We will create another array, let's say GCDs. Now GCDs will be the array containing GCD of AI comma AJ, all possible combinations of AI comma AJ, and after that we are given q queries. In each query, for each query, we have to find the element at queries I index in GCD pairs after sorting the GCD pairs array in increasing order. Okay. Now let's take one example. Let's say 2 3 4. Okay, let's take the example of 2 3 4. 2 3 4. Now what are the GCDs? Now here you can see that 0 less than equals to I less than j less than n. So there are in situ possible combinations. So we take 2 3 or 3 4 or 2 4. Let's take 2 3. The GCD will be 1. Let's take 2 4. The GCD will be 2. And let's take 3 4. The GCD will be 1. Now after sorting, the GCD pairs array will be 1 1 2 1 1 and 2. Now uh, we have to find the zeroth element. We have to find the zeroth element in GCD pairs array, which will be 1. Now we have to find the second two index element in the GCD pairs array, which will be 2, and again second element, second index element. So 1 to 2 will be our desired answer. So you can check that 1 to 2 is our desired answer. So how to solve this problem? The obvious way to solve this problem with brute force solution is to calculate all possible pairs of GCDs, all possible pairs of GCDs, and then sort the array. Okay, so the brute force solution will have time complexity of calculating all the possible GCD pairs, so order of n square into after that we have to sort that again, so order of n square log n square. Okay, this is the brute force solution, which will not be accepted because n is around 10 to the power 5. So we have to think something better. Okay, we have to think something better. So what is the second observation we can make? The second observation we can make is that what is the maximum GCD we can have? The maximum GCD we can have is the maximum element of the array. So max GCD, we can say max GCD. Max GCD will be maximum element in the array. Okay, that is the one of obvious observation we can have, right? One second. So let's start again. Now the third observation we have, let's say we have some element AI and AJ. Okay, AI and AJ. Let's say we calculate the all the devices of AI. So let's call it D of AI. So all the devices of AI and all the devices of AJ. Okay, now in this list of devices, there will be GCD of AI AJ, there will be GCD of AI AJ, GCD of AI comma AJ, and all the devices of this G. This is G. So we will have G as GCD of AI comma AJ and all the devices of D of G. Now uh, let's say for all the values from 1 to max element, for let's say for all the values between 1 to max element, 1 to maximum of A, let's say we find out what is the multiple of these elements, or multiple of these elements in the given array. So let's take one example, 2 3 4. Okay, let's take the example 2 3 4 only. So 2 3, we have 2 3 and 4. Now 2 has devices what? 2 has devices 1 comma 2. So we can say that 1 has a multiple of 2 in the given set. Okay, and similarly 2 has a multiple of 2 in the given set. Now 3 has a multiple, 3 has a devices of 1 comma 3. So we can say that 1 has a multiple of 3 in the set, and similarly 3 has a multiple of 3 in the set. Now 4 has devices 1 to 4. So we can say that 1 has a multiple of 4 in it, 2 has a multiple of 4 in it, and 4 has a multiple of 4 in it. Okay, so here we have constructed the this is 4. So here we have constructed the values. 1 has 2 3 4, 2 has 2 4, and 3 has 3, and 4 has 4. Okay, now uh, here here that if we take any two pairs, if we have any two pairs, if we take any two pairs of element in the given array, if we take any two pairs of the elements in the given array, let's say 2 3 or 2 4, or 3 4, we'll have GCD. Let's say if we take GCD of this and this, so let's say this is G1, G2, G3. So one should divide G1, one should divide G2, and one should divide G3 also. Okay. Similarly, if we take GCD of any two elements in the array, uh, two should divide that GCD. Now we have got this part, right? Now after constructing the array, let's say one has some element 2 3 4. Okay, one has some element 2 3 4. So number of pairs whose GCD is divisible by 1 will be 3C2. Okay, 3C2. Now we'll check all the possible multiples of 1 which could be GCD. So one has what are the possible combinations? 2, 3 and 4, right? Now we'll check that how many values two can have as GCD. Okay, so here are two elements, right? So here you can say that 2C2 elements will have GCD as G. Okay, two elements will have GCD as G. So we have to subtract 3C2 minus 2C2 from here. Why? Because two elements will have GCD of 2, they will not have GCD of 1, right? That's why we have to subtract 3C2 minus 2C2. So only one pair will have GCD as 1. Okay. Similarly, for 2, we'll have 2C2, right? 2C2. Now we'll check all the possible multiples of 2 and we'll subtract the total number of pairs which has GCD in it. Okay. I'll jump into the code, you'll understand it better. Okay. Now what are we doing here? We are taking the count. Count means that the number of elements which has multiple of this current element. So count of 1 will be 3, count of 2 will be 2, count of 3 will be 1, and count of 4 will be 1. That's what we are doing. We are iterating over all the possible devices of current num element. And uh, if the if j is divisible by num, we're doing count j plus plus. This is a standard code for finding all the devices in root n, square root of n. So this is done. We have now count of j. Now we will have to have pairs. Okay. Now we are iterating from backwards. Okay, iterating from backwards. And what total side denote? Total side will denote that the number of pairs will have GCD as I. Okay. So let me write it here. So Ti total size I will be number of pairs with GCD I. Okay, so number of pairs with GCD I will be first will initialize with the total number of counts this have. So this has three elements. So we'll do total size will be initialized with count I C2, count I C2. Now we have to subtract. Total all totals j where I is j is divisible by I. So we can say that j modulo I equals to 0. So we have to take all the multiples of I and we have to subtract their totals count from here. Okay, that's what we are doing. So total size is initialized with in situ of count of I. Now we'll iterate over all the possible multiples of j. So from 2i to maxi, all the possible multiples of j, I we are iterating and we are subtracting the value of total j, because total j means that how many how many pairs will have GCD as j. So that will be subtracted from GCD of I. After that, we are pushing total psi comma I. Now, why we are doing that? Because we have to find the kth value or query ith value. What is the element in the what is the GCD of the query ith pair? So let's say let's say we have three pairs as GCD of 1 and two pairs as GCD of 2. Let's say we have like that. Now, what will we do? We'll take the reverse array, right? Let's say three elements have GCD of 1 and two elements has GCD of 2. Okay. Now uh, we have to take binary search. We have to do binary search. Okay. So let's say we have to find the fifth element. What is the GCD of the fifth element? Now 3 plus 2 is 5. So fifth element has GCD of 2. Now let's say we have to find what is the second element, GCD of the second element. Now if we take the lower bound, we will get this 3, right? So the second element have GCD of 1, this value. That's why after sorting this with the increasing order of the GCDs, we have to take the prefix sum. So after getting this, we have to take 3, 1 and what are the elements here? 5, 2. Now uh, after getting the prefix sum, now we have to take, we are iterating over queries, and our search value will be q plus 1. Okay, because q is given is in zero based indexing, that's we have to take the q plus 1th element in the given set. Okay, so if we want to take fifth element, we will take the lower bound of 5 comma minus 1. So 5 comma minus 1 will give us this pair. Now if we search for 3 comma minus 1, this will give us this element. Okay, so the GCD will be 1. That's why we are taking lower bound of the pairs dot begin and pairs dot end in the search term, and we are pushing the first element or the GCD in the answer array. Okay, I hope you get it. The overall time complexity is, this part is in root n, and this part is in log n. So the overall time complexity is in root n, and we are using unordered map, so the time complexity will be order of 1. uh, so overall time complexity is order of n into root n. Okay, I hope you got it. I will provide the link of the code in the description box. You can check that out. If you have any doubt in any part of the explanation or explanation or code, you can always ask in the comment section. I will try to reply each and every comment. Uh, if you find this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and also share it with your peers. Thank you.